Hello again, my lovely friends. How are you guys doing today? If you are new to my channel, my name is Rue. How do you do? Today I wanted to do another autism related video. And I do want to be very clear. Someone is using it sounds like a chainsaw or something out there. So hopefully that's not too obnoxious. But we're gonna try to work with it. I wanted to make another sort of rambly autism related video because the last one I did for Autism Acceptance Day, a lot of people seemed to like it, I think, and so I thought I'd make another one. And I don't know, I was really surprised because I didn't think it was particularly good. It was very rambly and incoherent. But that's just how my brain works. So and I've been wanting to film more of these types of videos. It's just they can be a little stressful to film, whereas like regular ASMR content is just kind of simple and it's just easier to film because you don't have to think about it a lot. Also, new glasses. What do you guys think? But I just thought I would talk about like a random topic and just sort of ramble. And maybe do like triggers. I really like this thing. It's fun. My fiance bought this for, he has an ASMR channel also. It's a gaming channel. I really want to film a video with him at some point, but we'll see. Anyways, I am rambling. I wanted to talk about like a certain topic, and like maybe make this into like a series kind of thing where I just talk about random stuff and like what it is like to be an autistic person in the world, and like how my brain works and stuff. And I did want to like make a disclaimer, like this is just like my own experiences. I'm not like speaking for anyone else. Because I know like every autistic person is going to be different. We're going to have different experiences and different opinions, different things we struggle with. So this is just my personal experience. I don't want to be like, this is every autistic person's experience. This is just mine. So, because we're all different, okay? We're not like all the same just because we're autistic. But I was thinking that today we would talk about what it like feels like to be in like a social a social situation as an autistic person, because that is like one of the main things that I personally struggle with. I would say my biggest struggles are like the social and communication aspect. Like just now I couldn't get a word out because that happens a lot in especially when I'm stressed and like I can't think of words and things. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this because yesterday evening I went to a sort of like social gathering. It was my first like social gathering that wasn't family related since 2019. So the pandemic happened and I took the chance to isolate myself because I am very comfortable being isolated. So and my fiance is very understanding and doesn't ever like force me to go to social events because he's better at those kind of things than I am. So we did like a social gathering, and I was reminded of like how it feels and how I don't know, it like almost makes me feel like an alien or something. Like I can't communicate with these people, and they were very nice. But I get it's just never easy for me, and it causes like a lot of stress. That's stupid and annoying. But so I wanted to chat about the social aspect of being an autistic person, because that's what I struggle with a lot, and I always have. It's like okay, so there have actually been like studies on this, that autistic people and allistic people, like not autistic people, we literally have different communication. Like we literally communicate differently, and we don't understand each other. There's like a disconnect, and so it makes a lot of sense to me, because like it does feel like everyone else is speaking a different language, and I just cannot get it no matter what. And I also do feel like other sort of autistic, or maybe even like ADHD people, it's like I kind of understand them more, and there's always, it's like people give off a certain vibe or something, like you just feel more comfortable around them. And I don't really know how to explain why, but I don't know. I guess it's like we're speaking the same language, you know? And like, I mean, even with other people, even with another like autistic person, I'd still be super awkward. That's just me. Anyways, I thought I would try to explain what is happening, like when I'm in a social situation, like what is happening in my brain, and it might be difficult to explain, but I'm going to try. So specifically, group conversations are very, very difficult for me, and I've never been able to like get them straight. Like it just doesn't work. So number one, I struggle with processing speed. So that's something that's common in like autistic people, is we need more time to process things, especially like verbal communication and like verbal instructions. And so I need time to like I need time to process it and like think of response, and in like regular conversations there just isn't time to do that. And so I find myself just like saying things that might not even fit in the conversation, or just sound strange, like just to get words out, because people expect you to respond immediately, and it's just not how my brain works. And I know I come across as very strange, and I get very stressed about it, because I've had so many of these experiences where I just can't connect or relate to other people, or I don't know. I'm getting off topic, but the processing speed is a big thing, because that's why like I prefer written communication and like text messaging or emailing or whatever, because I can read it, and you know, I tend to do better with written word, like they're easier for me to understand and process than verbal. And so then the other thing is, like with written communication, you can take time to think about the words that were said and like actually formulate a response that makes sense. And so that's a big thing, is the processing speed thing. And in like regular conversations, like people don't like awkward silences, and so if I actually like took time to like think about what I wanted to say, and like it just doesn't work, and like by the time you've processed and thought of something to say, like the conversation's already moved on, and it would be you can't say it now. So that's one thing. Processing speed is something I struggle with, and like there's also the auditory processing. Sometimes I just can't like understand what people are saying, especially in an environment where there's like multiple people talking. Like it's a lot of stimuli, and so yeah, it can be difficult to understand. I needed time to process, which is not an option in most group scenarios. So yeah, the other thing is overstimulation in group settings. So like obviously in sort of like group social events, like there's a lot of talking, laughing, and noise, and that tends to be like a big overstimulation sort of trigger for me, is like all of these, I don't know, like conversations happening around me, and my brain is like picking up pieces of each, and it's just like working overtime. That is like one of the big reasons why I struggled to work like in a office setting, because I would get really, really stressed out. And I worked in like a open office format or whatever, which is very not good for autistic people or ADHD people, I'm sure, because I was just like constantly hearing all these conversations and like laughter and just normal office stuff, and I would just be so overwhelmed because it was just a lot of noise. And I didn't last very long there. So overstimulation is another one, and it's kind of difficult to explain how I feel in sort of a group social situation. It's like everything becomes very, I don't even know how to explain. It's like there's a fog around me, and I'm just like, I don't know, how do you explain this to someone? I mean, it's like you're in a box and you're looking out at this conversation, and like you can't keep up, and you're really overwhelmed because you feel like you should be participating, but you can't participate because you're so overwhelmed. And you're like, these people probably think I'm weird, which I am. It's fine. But I don't know. And I have a lot of social anxiety, just from, I think, repeated like failed social situations, and people making fun of me, which like I haven't been like really bullied really bad or anything, but there have been certain situations where people are less than nice because I tend to be very like quiet, reserved, because it's difficult for me to participate in a conversation. And so I've always been the shy one or whatever, which I hated that term when I was a kid. I hated it because it's not like I was afraid to socialize as a kid. I tried so hard to not be the shy one, but like I just couldn't. Anyways, I feel like I've gotten off track. I can't remember what I was saying. Let me think. We're just gonna shake this for a bit while I think about what I'm supposed to say. was diagnosed with autism, one of the things like listed under my diagnostics or whatever was social phobia, and that's like the extent of my social anxiety. I don't know if social phobia is like an actual diagnosis, but it's like social anxiety, like really, really bad social anxiety, to the point where I avoid social situations at all costs, because I get so overwhelmed, and it literally will take me sometimes like a week or more to get back to normal after I am in like a social situation. And that's something that's only gotten worse as I've gotten older. But I really wanted to try to describe like how I feel in a social situation, but I'm having trouble finding words that describe it. I mean, it's literally like everyone's speaking this language that you don't understand, and you're trying so hard to keep up, but you can't. And you're worried about people thinking you're weird, and I don't know. It's very overwhelming, overstimulating, and I don't know how to have just like casual conversations with people. Like if there's a specific topic that I know a lot about, I could probably hold my own for a little while. And one-on-one conversations are easier because I feel like there's more of a flow, like that I understand, and there's like scripts, you know, do a lot of scripting, and yeah, I don't know. I spent a lot of my life masking and like pretending to be someone else while I'm socializing, because that's just something that you learn to do. And it was so bad to the point where I had issues with my identity and like who I am. Especially when I was around people a lot, I would lose like who I am, and it was like a big thing. And so I still think I'm trying to figure out how to be myself around people, and I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I feel like this video was as incoherent and rambly as the last one was. I hope it was informative in some way. I don't know, I just struggle to like communicate these things. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I hope if you are an autistic person that maybe you resonated with this, or I don't know. I want to put like this sort of content out because I feel like when I was first figuring all this stuff out, it was really helpful to hear from someone else who was the same as me, because I'd never experienced that. And so I want to put this out there for autistic people, and then if you're not autistic, I think it's, good to understand like how different brain types might work, and so we can all be more understanding and helpful and like accommodating, I guess, and like make the world a more autistic friendly space. So yeah, anyways, this is the video. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I can do more. They are more difficult for me to make because they require more thought, and like this is also a very personal sort of video, whereas regular ASMR content is easy and like it's like fluff, but I don't know, I've thought about doing sort of like an autism chit chat kind of series on here. So if you like these videos, let me know. And I'll try to do more as I can. And I also want to do another like neurodivergent affirmations video. Because people seem to like that one as well. But that's something I feel like I have to script, and it's more difficult for me to film because I want it to feel authentic, and it is in the plans. I did try to film one, but there was a lot of noise and stuff, so it didn't happen. But I'm planning on it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble about how my brain works, and as always, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in